Hello, my name is Dr. Mrs. Izuwah Doris. I'm here once more to talk about transitioning. When it comes to transitioning for special needs children, there's so many things to talk about, there's so many things to discuss because we are looking for ways our children can have a successful transitioning, a successful approach to developing themselves so that when they become adults, they can be self sufficient and become independent. That is very, very important. So I'm going to be talking about budgeting and shopping. Because without budgeting, they can't make use of the money you've given them. Without budgeting, they cannot finance anything. They can't finish the whole money you've given them on in one day. So you need to teach them how to budget and how to shop. So what is shopping? Shopping is just an activity in which a customer browses the available goods or services presented by one retailer or more with the potential intent to purchase a suitable selection of them. Of course, our kids will not understand that. So shopping is for you to just have a list of what you want to buy, go to the market, go to the shopping mall, give money to somebody and acquire the goods you desire. It can be physically, it can be via online. So it's important they know this. What about budgeting? Budgeting is what you write out over a period of time or even at once. You make it up, you evaluate it, you plan for it, and then with what you have budgeted, the specific amount of money you've budgeted for, you can use it either monthly or weekly or shop whatever you want to buy from the market. So it's important you budget. You can budget for yourself. You can budget for your family. Remember, ultimately, we want our kids to get married, to have a life partner, to be happy. But they need to budget before you shop. If not, you will not be able to achieve much. And remember, their finances might be limited. It's not that they're going to have a tree growing money for them. They're going to work for it. Or if somebody had already made a plan for them, for example, a trust fund, the monthly allowances that comes to them from any angle, they have to budget for it and they have to use it to shop whatever they want. So what are the tips in budgeting? It's important even now as they're getting older and older, as they're young now. Before you go to market, call your children or even the one with special needs inclusive. Make a list of what you want to buy. Start teaching them that don't shop outside your list except when it's necessary. Let me tell you, if you inculcate that in them, it will go a long way in helping them. For example, you want to go to the market to buy something. Buy the rice, put the amount of money. First of all, tell them what is your income. Not that you're going to tell them how much you're earning, but you can tell them, okay, I have 10,000 naira with me. I want to go to market and you have to join me. Let us write out things we need. Rice, 200 naira, beans 500 naira, biscuits mineral be sure to include what they would desire, at least something that will make them happy. It's not good to take them to market without buying some form of snacks for them, because I want them to look forward to going to market. So by the time you make that budget, do it regularly, for no matter how small. For that budget, you can give your child monthly stipend. They can actually work for it, cleaning the house, get them 500. They can actually work for it and put it in their piggy bank. Remember, we've talked about financing. So that when you're going to market, they can actually open up their piggy bank and look at the amount of money they have gotten as their income and then write what they want to buy. Let me give you an example. I know of a boy with autism. When he was 7, the mother had been doing this budgeting with him, and they've been giving him money for shopping. Usually in those days, that was about 5 years ago, they were giving 200 naira to everyone to go shopping. So he had learned that whenever he enters a shopping mall, he needs to check out the prices of things. Oh, 100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira. And you could hear him exclamating, oh no, this is 300. Oh no, this is 400. It made him to limit what he needed. It made him to realize, I don't have more than this amount of money, so I can't shop this. Although it was irritating to the owner of the shop, because he virtually picked up every item to ask them, is this 200 naira? Is this 200 naira? So it was quite funny. But he eventually learned it. When he saw something 2,000, he wanted something that was almost 2,000 naira. He said, no, this is 3 zeros. It's not 2 zeros. No, no, no. You could hear him talking to himself. So it's very, very important. You have to make sure that they keep a tab on their spending. If not, they can wake up one day and say, oh, I want to eat spaghetti. I mean, did you buy spaghetti? So you need to let them know, oh, remember, we didn't buy spaghetti today. It's even important when you have that shopping list, the budget you've made, paste it where they can see it. So when they want something that is outside that list, go check it out and see, we didn't buy that. When we're going to market next time, you can paste a fresh one on your fridge. I said, oh, you wanted spaghetti now, but we don't have it. Let's go write it down. Next time we go to the market, we'll buy it. It's very important. Then you have let them know the big things they're supposed to buy and the small things they're supposed to buy. Okay, in a month we can buy something very big. In a week we can just buy small things. Do you understand? And don't allow them to spend money unnecessarily that is not within their budget. They should not spend outside their budget, outside the income they're receiving from you, especially for something they want to buy for themselves. For example, PSP. Is it PS5 or PS4? I don't know what it's called. I don't know how to use it, but I know teenagers love it so much. So you want a PS5. Yeah, you want to play games. You work for it. Now, if you get a so token economy, you can actually use token economy. If you do this, you earn this. One token is equal to 1,000 naira. You need to earn about maybe 50 tokens, 50,000 naira to buy your PS5. They start working for it because they have done this budgeting and shopping with you over a period of time, so they understand. So, okay, if you read your books and I ask you questions and you get it, then you get 2 tokens. Put it where they can sit and let them work for it. And that is their income. Okay, so that by the time they work for it and they have made their budget, in 2 months' time, I'm going to have a PS5. You see them working actively for it. And then during holidays, if you have a teenager with special needs and the person can do no matter how small, even if it's to wait at tables or do something, give them opportunity. They can even go with their caregiver. They can go with their therapist to the carpentry shop, to the salon. Let them do something, even if it means you paying the owner of the shop to pay them. It's good for them to do an IT somewhere. But remember, before you do that, they would have gone through therapy sessions. They would have been able to take care of their behavioral issues and emotional issues, so they don't have outbursts there. So it's very, very important. So it's good for them to learn where their money is going from. Let me give you another example, okay? I went to the market with a special needs child with autism, and he had only 2,000 naira with him, and I had my money. So he saw a cap he wanted to buy, and he asked, how much is a cap? They told him 2,000 naira. He said, I have only 2,000 naira. And I saw him haggling for prices to be reduced. Can't it be 1,500? Can't you give me 1,000? What happened? I just waited and was looking at him. I said, that's good. And eventually, when unfortunately, he couldn't get the price down, but he bought that cap for 2,000 naira, but that meant that he wasn't able to buy any other thing. So when he asked for more money, I said, oh well, that was a budget. That was what he wanted to buy. I can't give you more money because it wasn't in the list. Look at the list we have. Let me give you another story. So we're going to shopping mall again with the same boy with autism, and he had 1,500 naira as his budget for that day, and to buy, he didn't write a list, but to buy snacks or anything he needed, but the budget was 1,500. So I did my own shopping because he had been going to the shopping mall, shopping, writing things, getting things he needed for himself, and he had learned how to check out or how to wait for his therapist or identify or look out for his therapist so that he wouldn't get missing. And he had the watch, and he knew in the next 30 minutes, in the next 1 hour, he should be at the checkout counter. So fortunately, I was where he was. I listened to him while he was buying his snacks. And he saw a piece of chicken. It was grilled chicken. And he asked them how much. They said it's 1,500. And he screamed, oh my God, the whole shop broke down into pieces laughing. He screamed, what? You mean I would spend just 1,500 for this chicken? Why? I can do that. That's all I have. Can you reduce it? And unfortunately, they weigh those chicken stuff. Can you reduce it? They said no, and they had already packaged it. He said, no, I can't spend my whole hard-earned money. He got it through token economy. So he said, I cannot spend my hard-earned money just for one piece of chicken. I can't do that. People were laughing, but they were quite impressed with him. And they had to now look for a smaller piece of chicken that weighed less. And he eventually spent only 500 naira for a small piece of chicken. And he was so happy with himself, and he was able to buy other things he needed. That was because he had been taught how to budget, manage his money, and shop. Now, even when it comes to shopping, making the right choices. You want to buy a deodorant. Should I choose this one for 500? Should I choose this one for 700? Compare. Can you see the difference? Did you smell them? Which one is better? So they have to learn how to manage money and at the same time get the best out of what. They shouldn't just look at the money, but look at the right quality. So it's very, very important. Okay? So you have to look at areas that need improvement. Is it the way they use the money? Do you think that child is always wanting to go shopping? You have to encourage them. Remember, you have in as much as somebody is taking to the market to buy those things you need. If you're on your own, you have to pay for transportation. Okay, you will pay for your transportation. You have to be on the road all the time. Are you going to leave your studies just to go and buy something? So plan yourself and make sure you buy whatever you need, maybe to last for you for 2 weeks. You have a biro. How many biros do you need? You need one biro for 2 weeks, then buy only 1 or 2. Don't buy 100 biros because you like all of it. So they need to understand what is important. They also need to know they're supposed to save money. That you have money doesn't mean that you will spend all of them. You need to have a savings. You understand? That we talked about during our finance topic. I said you should get an ATM for them. You should open a bank account for them and put a cap on their expenditure, so they don't spend more than that. They should have something for emergencies. For example, mommy transferred 5,000 naira to account. Does it mean when you go to the shopping mall, you're going to spend the whole 5,000 naira? No. You can decide to spend 50%, 20%. And this is what you do through discussion. Sometimes you think our children don't understand, but give them money and they see that the money has gotten them something they like in the shopping mall. They will start understanding. Even when they don't understand, still give them the money to give to whoever that is going to give them the goods. They might not even understand the change, but keep on doing that. It's very, very important. So let them manage, save in the bank and in their piggy bank. It's very important. Okay, then you track their progress. Sometimes you allow them to do it by themselves. You don't need to tell them what to buy or how to buy it. Sometimes you step back and allow them to make mistakes. By the time they finish that money on one thing, next time they wouldn't do that. Or by the time they have bought the cap and then realize the cap is not really important and they have spent their money, they wouldn't do that next time. But remember, it is practice over time. Teach them how to keep records. The shopping list they've used the first time, they shouldn't just throw it away. They can just have a basket where they can just be dropping it as a reference, even to know the prices of things. And as they're going shopping, let them go with the list and the money so that they can take it out. As they take it out, and they'll be canceling it out. I know it will look as if they're markets, men or women, but I'm telling you those things help, and it will help them to keep a tab and a check on themselves when they go. Teach them to cut out unnecessary spending, and remember, practice makes perfect. They have to learn that with experience. So you have to allow them to pass through that experience. And as time goes on, please, mommy and daddy, increase their income. So they will understand the bigger things they're supposed to buy, the clothing they're supposed to buy. When you want to buy clothes for them, go with them. So of course it won't be like buying biscuits. So they know the prices of the clothes, the kind of clothing, the color themes. They can see you making that choices. Once in a while, you tell them choose whatever they want. Ask them how much it is. Can you tell them to reduce the amount? But that is when you have increased the income, is very, very important. And then be prepared for surprises. Don't be surprised they can finish everything in their account, everything in their piggy bank, by giving the gate man money to go and buy small things for them. They're adults, they're adolescents, so just be prepared for surprises. In conclusion, when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to shopping, you need to start now to teach our kids how to shop. They are never too little to shop. You can even put them inside the cart in the shopping mall and do cart riding. I remember when I went to ShopRite with about 30 of my special kids from the center or LD center. And we had fun. We just bought apples. They saw toys. And all of us put them inside the shopping carts and we're driving around the shopping mall. And it was fun. We had so much fun. Tell me which I wouldn't want to go back to that shopping mall again. It was nice. And all the things you've been teaching them, this is apple, this is banana, they are seeing it. I know, dear parents, it's not easy. You will say, oh, what I would have accomplished in 30 minutes shopping with my special needs child and the tantrums and the behavioral issue, I might end up spending 1 hour. That's okay. That's okay. It's better to spend more time now than in the future when you find that they cannot even shop for themselves. So shopping is very important. Making budget is very important. Do it with them. Let them save their money, make their budget, go to shopping malls with you, no matter how little they are. Start now. And don't give up. Keep on increasing their responsibilities as they grow older, as an adolescent, by the time they enter high school, by the time they are doing their vocational studies or work they are doing and earning money, so they know how to use their money. Thank you and bye.